Some police could not vote yesterday as there were no ballot papers, while Denham Town citizens protest police fatal shooting. This is Undiluted News. Mikey Bones reporting. Some members of the security forces were reportedly unable to vote yesterday at the National Police College of Jamaica and Mobile Reserve as ballot papers for the Bridgeport Division and the mayoral candidates in the municipality of Portmore were absent. The special groups comprising members of the security forces and election day workers are voting ahead of the general public next Monday on February 26. And the question is how the issue will be resolved given the fact that special groups are not allowed to vote on Monday. The EOJ said that they will take whatever steps are necessary to address the failure and ensure that none of the officers is disenfranchised. Meanwhile, the St. Catherine South Police were forced to rein in candidates vying for the Greater Portmore East Division, the People's National Party's Hakoy Gordon and Jamaica Labour Party Patrick Barrett, following an exchange of words on Thursday morning. Both candidates filed a report at the Portmore police station. Mr. Gordon alleged that he was threatened about 6:50 Thursday morning at the Junior Center in Greater Portmore. Whilst they're sitting in my vehicle, my opponent, Mr. Patrick Barrett, drove up in his van, pointing at me to say that he hopes I get my facts right or I might face a lawsuit, after which he went into his van, came out the van and sat in front of my vehicle on a stone. After that, I felt intimidated and I ended up at the Greater Portmore police station to make a resource, he recounted. In denying the allegations, Mr. Barrett said that his focus is on winning the division for the JLP as his party sent him there to win. A Kearney court heard yesterday that Dr. Kevin Simit, the late controversial cult leader of Pathway International Kingdom Restoration Ministry in St. James, was responsible for the fatal collision on the Linstead bypass in St. Catherine in 2021 that killed him and a police officer. The coroner inquest is looking at what caused the deaths of Simit and Constable Orlando Irons. Simit had been detained for the suspected murder of a congregant inside his church and was being driven to Kingston in a police escort when the collision happened on October 25th of 2021. And during riveting testimony yesterday, two police officers, Chevron Gordon and Ryan Harrison, who were in the ill-fated police vehicle, told the court that while Simit was in custody in St. James, he warned them and Constable Irons that they would not make it to Kingston and that he, Kevin Simit, would die. According to the cops, the collision happened when Simit grabbed the driver's left shoulder and pulled him, saying that he was from Bogwalk, St. Catherine, and that he wanted to die there, causing the crash. A Haitian woman who was arrested on February 14 and charged with illegal entry was on Wednesday remanded when she appeared in the St. Elizabeth Parish Court. Lunde Casimir, 39, was remanded to return to court on Friday. And it was reported that the police carried out a snap raid at a house in Burn Savannah, and during the raid, Miss Cashmere was found. When questioned, she told the police that she was transported by boat to Jamaica, but she was not able to say where the boat came ashore. And based on intelligence, the police are now searching for a Haitian man who accompanied Miss Cashmere to Jamaica. And this next story I'm going to carry it for a very good reason. I want you to listen up. The state of Alabama in the U.S. is seeking to execute a second inmate using nitrogen gas just weeks after becoming the first in the U.S. to use the controversial method. The state's attorney general asked Alabama's Supreme Court to set an executive date for Alan Eugene Miller, who has been on death row since the year 2000. And he was convicted of killing 3 people in 1999 during a workplace shooting in Birmingham in Alabama. The United Nations has condemned the nitrogen gas method as cruel. Now, this is happening in the U.S., where just last month the state executed another inmate, Kenneth Eugene Simit, with nitrogen gas, and nobody can tell them what to do. Jamaica, which have thousands of murderers, are either giving light sentences or murderers are walking free from court to kill again, because if one judge ever sentenced a serial killer to death in Jamaica, the United Nations, the United States, and Britain would probably send troops to invade the island. But the relevant states in the US are free to execute by whatever method they choose and even try out new ways to execute murderers. That's why Jamaica needs better leadership to teach people to be self-sufficient and don't depend on any nation for handout, because as long as your hand is out looking for freeness, you will never be able to govern your country properly. And that is common sense. Residents of a section of Denham Town in West Kingston on Thursday staged a fiery protest over the fatal shooting of a man by the police in the community on Wednesday night. The residents set fire to debris in front of the military checkpoint to register their displeasure at the shooting death of 25-year-old Robert Malcolm, otherwise called Mal Mal, along Greenwich Street in the vicinity of Wellington Street. The Kingston Western Police said sometime after 9 p.m., members of a special police team were on patrol in the area when they observed a man acting in a suspicious manner. The police approached the man, who then ran into a yard. He was chased and fatally shot when he allegedly pointed a firearm in the direction of the police. The police said a 9mm pistol containing a magazine with 10 rounds was taken from him, and the Independent Commission of Investigations is investigating the incident. On to sports, San Diego retained their boys' title while Edwin Allen regained the girls' crown in the Central Athletics Championship at the G.C. Foster College. And after 40 finals tallied, San Diego amassed 324 points and for the boys' side to finish ahead of Edwin Allen 222. Clarendon College was next in third spot with 167, St. Catherine High 69, and Manchester High in fifth on 66 points. On the girls' side, after 43 finals, Edwin Allen tallied 384.25, followed by Heidel 254.25, San Diego 251.5, Homewood Technical 207.5, and St. Catherine 141.5 round out the top 5. In the Western Championship, Stets had won both the girls and the boys' championship, while in the Eastern Championship, KC won the boys and Excelsior won the girls. On to football, Humble Lions FC head coach Vassal Reynolds said that they felt disappointed, frustration, and let down after learning that they were docked points from their 2-1 win over Montego Bay United in Sunday's return round at Jamaica Premier League game. JFF Competitions Committee confirmed on Monday that Humble Lions had used an ineligible player identified as Rushane Sharp, who should have missed the game after being cautioned a 5th time in the competition. And he should have missed the match but played in the game, and now Humble Lions have been docked with 3 points, and that now goes to Montego Bay United as a 3-0 win. As a result, Humble Lions revert to 11th place on 18 points, while Mobay United closed the gap on 7th place Don Behodl on 26 points, matching the total for all of last season when they just missed relegations. Meanwhile, today, Jamaica Reggae girls' third-string team will clash with Chile this evening at 4:30. The first-rate team that qualified for the World Cup is still waiting to play again and continue to wait for their justice of being treated fairly by the JFF, which continues to fall apart as the JFF has clearly shown that they do not care anything about the female squad. So expect Chile to show no mercy this evening on this third-string Jamaica team. And don't forget that the best news and sports takes place on this radio station. If you ever miss the news, please go to YouTube, type in Jamerican Undiluted News, listen, like, share, and subscribe to keep it going. That's news and sports on your favorite radio. My name is Mikey Bones. I gone.